being on. All right, Monica, here it is. It's a few days late since I got sick after my trip. Um, Nobody likes being sick, but we were both looking forward to recording and giving our own commentary on the coronation events, right? Because it's not just a ceremony, it's like a freaking day.
Yeah, it's much more than any of the wedding ceremonies we've seen, I feel like.
Yes. Well, I thought we could start out by telling everyone a little bit about who we're wearing, because it's not the Oscars, but people really, they either dress like they were going to an Easter Sunday service or a formal occasion.
Okay, who are you wearing? What do you have on?
I'm wearing Ralph Lauren. It's a floor length beaded gown. And I brought the girls out to play, but I'm not going to tilt the camera down. And I have all my fanciest costume jewelry, like my canary diamonds that, for all intents and purposes is real for me, just not.
Yeah. It's okay. No one's judging you.
I have like the tiara that I was going to wear for my wedding and then I just never did. Oh, it's a headband. Okay, it's not a tiara. But
yeah, tiaras were forbidden, so you can't wear them.
I know. I can't wait to get into that. I don't know why. I do. Yeah. Okay. We'll get into all of that later.
Yeah,
but friends, we hope you're excited. Monica, who are you wearing?
Okay. Yes. Well, I showed up. I was originally told Monica I would be in a red gown, but I have decided to totally cosplay being a member of royalty. So I took some of my inspiration, most of my inspiration from Princess Kate, because she did wear the cream colored underneath, which was something that was done for Queen Elizabeth's coronation. The women wore that, and then she also had on the red and the royal blue cape, which was amazing. So I throw back to that, and then my makeup, which I would never wear like this in real life. But I don't know if you noticed that Princess Kate had cheekbone like hers. I've never seen her do her makeup like that.
She wore a lot of makeup.
She wore so much makeup,
but she was amazing. Wearing way more than she normally does.
Way more, and it was awesome, and I really loved it because I felt like it was appropriate for the occasion, and I liked how it just made her look kind of more severe or regal than she usually looks. So that's why I went to town on my cheek. I look like a lunatic in real life. Oh, hopefully I remember to wash this off before I go out in public. And then, of course, my not tiara. This is not a tiara that I have on as well.
Fantastic. I mean, I'm going to pick Sienna up from school wearing my beautiful headband. And she's going to be like, Mom, can I have it? No.
I do have on my crown jewels. See?
Oh, okay.
Jewels and crown jewels.
There you go.
See?
You go. Oh, I see it. So pretty.
So this was my grandmother's, actually, this one. But so those are my crown jewels.
Wonderful. So, and, to celebrate the occasion.
I'll probably dress up in full cosplay because that's how I prefer other than real life dress up.
Oh, well, that works for me. Well, I have incorporated my grandmother's china, her German bone china, into today's episode, and I'm drinking some lovely Earl Grey tea. I honestly would prefer some English breakfast today, but I went with the Earl Grey. So cheers.
Well, this is my great grandmother's.
Wow.
I don't know the origins of it, as I have forgotten what my mom told me. So I'll have to ask again. Yeah. But this has water in it.
All right. Before we start nitpicking about my blue nail polish, because apparently there was some scandal about Kate's red manicure. Yes. Not for the coronation, but a few days ago or something. There's always a scandal with those royal people. Who knows? Let's get into today's episode because there's a lot to dish. Some history to go into, and for our friends who didn't want to watch the entire thing on their own and just want our commentary and our highlights, we're gonna give it to you with our faces.
Yeah, it's a first. It's fun, I guess.
The first and never more.
Yeah. So I'm gonna read the intro. Hey everyone, we read a lot of stuff, so I feel weird you're gonna watch me read this, but okay. There's been no bigger spectacle of pomp and circumstance in our lifetime than the coronation of King Charles. From Queen Anne riding in on a horse in a badass military uniform to the golden carriage to the kneeling of Prince William as he swears his allegiance to his father. We're going to cover it all and more, including the wish of King Charles that the coronation not be an ostentatious show of wealth.
Huh. Because they have no money. Got it.
Yeah, well, we'll get into that a little bit later. But before we get started, don't forget to hit that follow button, especially if you're listening on the podcast. Hitting the follow button actually puts us out there to other people to listen to. So if you love the podcast, just hitting follow is almost as good as sharing with a friend, but we hope you share with a friend too. And if you're happening to catch us on YouTube, please subscribe.
Definitely. Now on with the show.
All righty.
Where do we begin, Monica? There was so much. As I was feverish in bed, I was like, maybe it was the excitement, but no, it wasn't the excitement. I really yeah.
Well, Monica and I are going to share some clips because everyone else has already done all the work for us, which is awesome. And we were going to sit through it and comment live, like Monica said, which I'm so glad we can spare you that, or well, that would be so boring. So I'm not glad Monica got sick, but I'm glad we're in this situation. So first things first, I am going over to, we're going to talk about everybody walking in because that is fun, I think. So let me see, is this where it is? Okay. All righty. So we are going to, we'll get to that in a second. We're going to go ahead and play it. And I would love for us to actually listen to the commentary of this clip up down because like it's pretty funny. So there's going to be about a minute and a half. Now, Monica, if you want me to pause so you can make your own comments, let's just promise to tell each other we'll go like this. And we know that means pause, whatever's going on.
Okay.
Sound good?
Got it.
Okay. All righty. So, sorry, I'm in a little bit different position than usual.
Yes, we do. And he seemed to be smiling as he was walking into the Abbey along with.
So Prince Andrew's children, bit just unusually, who he's very friendly with. And there he is passing the grave of the unknown warrior, the one that nobody.
Okay, I'm pausing because we have to talk about it. Markle didn't show up. Now, Monica, can you give us the dish on why?
So she didn't show up. Okay, there are several rumors out there. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we'll start with the one that is, I hope not true, that she just needed to stay home to celebrate Archie's 4th birthday. Okay, I'm waiting to see photos from the birthday party because I'm sure she wanted to make it a very regal, formal affair for a 4-year-old and spend a lot of money.
Who has the title prince?
Yes. Who has the title prince? So that's theory number 1. Theory number 2 is that she just would not have the stones to deal with everyone giving her the evil eye.
It's that.
And then there's the other one that I read, that it was Princess Kate who in no uncertain terms said she would not be welcome. Markle would not be welcome at the ceremony. In no uncertain terms. She would not be welcome. And so, just like that, off with the princess head.
Do we think that Kate really has that kind of power?
I mean, wives have a lot of power when it comes to decisions, right?
Wives? She's the daughter-in-law of this whole thing, though.
Well, yeah, but you know, if William is there, and William and his dad are like, we don't really want her, Kate could be like, yeah, no. I don't know.
I think it's Meghan. I mean, we already listed out all the things that she wanted in order to show. She was going to use that as a reason to be cowardly and not show up. So that's what I think. But I
like thinking that Kate was just like, yeah, no, she's going to be a fiasco. Just no.
Yeah. Well, we'll never know unless someone comes out with a memoir. It'll probably be Meghan. Okay, Meghan, tell us what you think. All righty, so let's keep playing. Let's see what's happening. So we can make comments.
He can walk on, been there since 1920. So he looks very happy to be back with his family. And
there's Prince Andrew.
Uncle Edward allowed to wear his Knight of the Garter robe, which is a special. Well, he is a Knight of the Garter. He wasn't allowed to go to the service last year, but the King has obviously said on this occasion, you can wear the robe.
Okay, Okay, so they are talking about the fact
is
that
that?
Prince Andrew was not allowed to wear a Prince of the Garter robe or something like that.
Right.
I don't know, sorry, everybody. Yeah, but he's allowed to wear it for this. So Prince Andrew and Prince Harry are like the black sheep. So Prince Harry
Yes.
is even a copycat of Prince Andrew because he was the original spare black sheep. Sorry.
Yeah, true. Totally true.
So, yeah.
But
So
Harry,
that's what
I
we're
was
talking
just like, oh my gosh, look at his just total pedestrian suit.
Yes, but he's got like the little metally things. I don't know what any of that means.
Fine,
I
wear
only
them.
so much time in a day to look all this stuff up, everybody.
I know.
Okay, next.
Robes, which I suppose is a degree of rehabilitation. Interesting to see where Harry
right,
will
here's
sit.
Queen
He's walking
Anne.
alone.
I mean, Queen Anne
the
can do
betting
it.
money was
Here's
that Harry
Princess
would
Anne.
show up with Prince Andrew's kids, which is
Yes.
indeed, which is
Okay,
indeed the
so
case.
I
here.
saw
We'll
her
talk
and
up-
I was like,
But it still looked like he was kind of
like she was like, I just saw her outfit from the first, images that
Yeah.
were coming through, and I was like, oh, who is she? And
Yeah.
I had to find out more. She's amazing.
Okay, she is. So I'm gonna play the little clip of her. I don't know why this starts out or you can see it.
Well, then I saw her in the parade, right? And she was riding
There
the
she
horse. And I'm
is.
like, she's the most badass woman in the entire monarchy. There she is, and I guess she was 60. I guessed that she was 60, but no, she's 73, and she's Prince
Yes.
Charles' younger sister.
She is. So what's really funny is that the reason that she's riding on the horse like that and wearing what she is wearing is that she is the king's royal bodyguard.
Mm-hmm.
She looks like she's gonna be hurting some people. Not really.
Oh yeah, no, I would not want to mess with her.
No, but she definitely can look at you and make you want to do something.
Right?
But so that's what's going on there, and that I don't know how they came to the conclusion that that is who she would be. Maybe she requested it. I'm sorry that I don't have the details on that, but that is at least why she's dressed like that. But Monica, I want to go to the gossip about why she's dressed.
I love that. Okay.
Okay, so the reason that she dressed like that and wore the feather in her cap was
She's Yankee Doodle Dandy.
no, even better. Look who she's in front of in the feather blocks.
It's
So
so
for those of you who
fantastic.
can't tell, and because I'm not sure how this is going to translate onto YouTube, it's right in front of Prince Harry. His face, like the entire time, even when they sit down, the feather is in his face.
Right.
And I do feel like
mean,
she's the type of person who would do that.
Okay, this is poetic justice. It couldn't have been planned any better. I mean, it almost has to be an accident because it's so perfect.
I know. It probably is an accident, but also I don't know. Maybe she opted to be the royal bodyguard so she'd have an excuse to wear a very high hat.
Well, okay, so I read something about Queen Elizabeth's husband, about his funeral, how there were two candlesticks perfectly positioned right in front of Harry and Meghan during the whole ceremony. So no matter where you looked or which way you wanted to capture them, the candlesticks looked.
Oh my gosh. Well, I don't know anymore. Like maybe there's a troll in the person who, I don't know who they would be, but the event planner. Sure. They have a troll in the event planning.
I mean, honestly, it's so perfect.
It's so good. So if you notice, oh wait, I'll get to that later. Okay, so we'll go back to the other people coming in. So I'll go back to this one.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Kind of looking for somebody to talk to a little bit, right?
I don't know.
Interesting. Is it to watch George today?
Oh, yes. So pretty.
Oh, there they are.
Look at her hair is so pretty. I bet that's not all her real hair. It's like a lot of she does not have hair.
I mean, I would take it. Whatever. Give me some fake hair any day.
Yeah, I'd totally put fake hair in for this. I don't know if we're going to have a chance to get full on to look at exactly what she's wearing in a separate clip. So I'd like to talk about it now, just from what we can see.
Sure.
So Mon, I know you have a dish a little bit on the tiaras and the whole scoop there. So I thought maybe this would be a good time to bring that up.
Okay, so what I originally read was that she would not be wearing a tiara. The article I initially read did not say why she wouldn't be wearing a tiara. It just said that she'd be wearing a floral headpiece or a floral crown of some sort. And in my I don't know, peasant naivete. I really thought it was going to be real flowers. I'm not even
It's
kidding.
going to be real flowers.
I thought it
forgot
was
to
going to
bring
be
up
real
that prop.
flowers. Well,
No.
because the reason, what?
I was going to bring down my floral headband because I literally thought that's what she was going to be wearing.
Me too. Well, so the reason they gave is that it was supposed to symbolize King Charles' commitment to the environment and like the unity that the Commonwealth or whatever feels with nature. Okay. So that's why she wasn't going to wear a tiara. It was going to be something floral. And I really did.
Me too. I mean, that's what I thought. So, well, we're just dumb Americans. We thought that. So what I also heard is that he really wanted to downplay the pomp and circumstance and, like I said, the wealth of it all. And so he said no tiaras, which I saw some of the Brits on TikTok get a little upset about that because they're like, you're our show ponies. We want you to put on the crown jewels. We want you to wear all of that stuff because it's not going to cost extra money.
True.
This is the thing that gets me. It's not going to cost extra money for them to have those crowns. She could have worn Princess Diana's crown.
Could have worn anything.
She's worn it before, and it cost $0. However, this was commissioned. What she has on was commissioned. So how's that? Anyway, because it's all symbolism and not reality.
Substance. Yeah. Well, so here is a little bit of dish on who created it, and my apologies. Because I have to go through, here we go. Now, mind you, Princess Charlotte was also wearing a very similar headpiece. Right? They're not calling it a crown. They're not calling it a tiara. They're calling it a headpiece. It was created for Princess Kate by designer Alexander McQueen, who also designed her wedding dress, as well as the dress she's wearing for the day. And here we go. It's a silver bullion. Okay, so we're not just talking like silver thread. Silver bullion, crystal and silver thread work, 3-dimensional leaf embroidered headpiece by Milner Jess Collette and her long trusted fashion house, Alexander McQueen. So it's not cheap, okay? It wasn't cheap. She should have just gone with the diamonds and the sapphires and like
she already owns them. That's what I don't get.
Yeah,
like,
or they could have been like, one article I read said that something that she had worn previously, a necklace and a pair of earrings, were permanently lent to her by Queen Elizabeth, which maybe now that it's Queen Camilla, she has to give them back. But she could have worn that. I mean,
well, she did wear a necklace that was gifted to her from Queen Elizabeth. So she paid homage to Queen Elizabeth through a necklace that she's wearing, which we cannot see here. But the
earrings are Princess Di.
Earrings are Princess Di's. So she did do that. That's why it's just kind of silly that you're not already wearing something that exists. Anyway,
but it's so pretty.
It's so that Camilla would be the only one with a crown. And the more I find out about Camilla, or look at her face, like she's like got mean looks on her face. Whereas Queen Elizabeth, which I know they're not exactly the same and they weren't raised the same, but they're both old women queens that I'm comparing. Okay. It wasn't, Queen Elizabeth never had a nasty look on her face. And I feel like Camilla does.
There's a phrase for that. Resting.
Well, I don't even know if it's resting. Like, you see her like in action with these snotty looks on her face. But that's just it. Queen Elizabeth did a very good job of, and Kate Middleton does the same thing. No expression.
Right.
None. Neither way. So, okay. And I mean, Prince William is wearing something we don't care.
No, nobody cares.
William and Kate.
George second in line.
Yes.
There's
today.
George.
Oh,
so
they're all so cute.
Leafy tiara. I mean,
they're so cute. And someone pointed out that looks like Princess Leia and Luke Skywalker.
Oh, that's adorable.
But, yeah, so Prince George was wearing like the little page boy outfits, and that's what you saw. And then this is what Louis and
what's
Charlotte. Charlotte. Okay, so this is the fact that I know all of this is just a testament to being a good podcaster because I knew none of this before.
How far you've come in 2.5 years.
A lot.
From
I know
zero to all of this. 2.5
way
years.
more. Yeah. Yeah, so much. Okay.
Looks like a.
So there is the
Can we just comment on how freaking regal they look in their capes, though?
I mean,
oh,
like,
and I know
I
other
can't
people
wait.
were wearing them, but
I can't wait for his coronation, honestly.
oh my gosh,
like,
yeah.
she's gonna be so pretty, even if she's like
hopefully
6'5".
it happens in the next
gorgeous.
couple of years. No offense, like I don't know, death to Prince Charles. You know what Prince Charles could do? King Charles could do, like, I do believe this is what Queen Elizabeth's dad did. He stepped down and then gave her the throne, right? He didn't
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he did. I think you're right.
Yeah, so he could do that, and maybe he will. Okay,
maybe.
moving on.
Maybe when he gets senile, like some other people should step down.
$1 million question.
Not naming any
William
names.
and Kate behind the king and queen.
Yes, and Kate in a
okay, listen to this.
tiara. And there is the Queen's crown. Queen Mary's crown, first made in 1911 and adjusted for Camilla. Apparently Camilla has a very large head, so they had to make quite a lot of adjustments.
Okay, that's why I wanted this commentary. Monica, why don't you share with everybody in case they couldn't hear it?
Okay, so they're commenting on Queen Camilla's crown, and it's beautiful. It's Queen Mary's crown. It was made in 1911. Okay, so we're talking hundreds of years of history. And then he goes on to say that it was adjusted for Camilla's head, which, okay, fine. It's supposed to fit snugly. You can't have it drooping into your eyes. He says, apparently Camilla has an unusually large head.
Yeah, so Camilla has an unusually large head, and they had to take this like artifact and stretch it out to fit on her.
And then make sure all the gems don't fall out because, like, when you stretch metal, things get loosey-goosey.
Oh my gosh, could you even imagine being the metal worker for the royal family, like having to do this? I mean, that would be so. I would have a lot of anxiety.
Yeah, off with your head if you screw it up.
Yeah, they still do that there. No, I'm just kidding.
They just don't tell anybody.
Okay, so I might skip on to another entrance.
Yeah, let's go on to another one.
What else is going on here?
But this is it's so fun.
I'm told that the stand-in, the crown just completely fell over her face.
Oh.
And that was a moment of panic.
Wait, what?
Something
When
fell
did a
over
crown
her face?
fall over- They said a crown fell over someone's face. Well, I don't know.
I heard that.
That sounds awful. Okay, so it's just a lot of watching them come in.
Oh, you know what I also read is that Princess
this is what I
Kate and Prince William and the kids arrived after King Charles and Queen Camilla at Westminster Abbey, leading people to suspect that they were late. I mean, maybe King Charles just doesn't have any kids that he needs to get dressed, so he was early. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, okay, everybody.
I know, whatever.
Her little tiara. She's
So
such
there's
an adorable
Camilla.
child.
She looks like
she
she
is,
wants to
the
die,
Queen
as does
Consort.
King Charles. They both look so
Oh, what a lovely
So
smile.
this is a great anthem by Hubert Parry, I Was Glad, written for the 1902 coronation.
That's
All
not
right,
really
so
fun
there you go.
music to walk into. There's no beat. It's just like
No. Those chimes and whatnot are so annoying. Okay, so here's more of the pomp and circumstance of them coming in, which I thought would be worth looking at a little bit.
Okay. Oh, I have some scoop about the lady in the front.
Yeah, I
where,
was scared.
like,
So
holding
tell
the
us about it.
sword.
Yeah,
Okay,
tell
so
us.
I was reading. She was Britain's shortest, not reigning. She was the shortest serving prime minister. She served for like.
It's
4
not the
days.
prime minister. That's the head of the Commonwealth,
Right. No.
the House of Commons.
Right. But
Is
she.
that the same woman?
I want to say from the article I read, she was the prime minister for like 3 days.
And she's the head of Commons now?
No, she's not anymore. She resigned.
That's the current head of Commons.
Okay, so the person who put her in charge of this sword, rumor has it, did it to spite her because she wanted this woman to take a back seat in the ceremony. Okay. And meanwhile,
You're
she's at
saying
the very.
that was the former prime minister?
Oh, maybe I can't hold on.
I'm looking it up.
Yeah.
Again, this is what we do, y'all.
We
Behind the
just edit all this
scenes.
stuff out.
Yeah.
No, she's not the current prime minister. She was a previous, very short-lived.
Penny Mordaunt? Really? Maybe she was. I didn't know that she is currently the leader of the House of Commons.
Well, okay, she could be that now, but she wasn't before. So the person
Yeah, I know,
who
I'm just
arranged
saying.
this whole ceremony gave her this position because they wanted her to take a back seat, right, as like a snub. But here she is in the front carrying a massive sword.
She was not ever the prime minister. So now let's see. She was only ever the Minister of State for Trade Policy.
I swear that's what I read.
That's not the same woman.
Penny Mordaunt, who carried the sword at the king. Okay, this is per the Independent one day ago. Mightier than the sword, how Penny Mordaunt became the surprise star of King Charles's coronation. This is from the independent.co.uk. She's the leader of the House of Commons, but it's a surprise because the person, again, who gave her this role wanted to snub her.
So the person who gave her the role wanted to snub her?
Yes.
Interesting. I thought from what I read is that it was always the leader of the House of Commons, but that didn't.
Let me see. So that's per another article, which I probably won't be able to find now because everything's been diluted and revised and all of that. But I swear. Oh, Liz Truss. Okay. So this role was given to Penny Mordaunt by Liz Truss, former prime minister. She
demoted her to the leader of House of Commons, not the sword bearer.
Often given to MPs to keep them quiet.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, it's
that's
just
so
like
weird that you can become the lead. You can be demoted to the leader of the House of Commons. We don't do things like that here. It's very confusing.
Yeah. So the former prime minister, Liz Truss, who was the shortest serving prime minister of England.
Yes.
She's the one who gave Mordaunt the job as like, oh, here, just do this. Like,
that's so funny.
And, but then people are putting out all sorts of memes because you could call it like wheat symbol, right? On her clothing. It's like wheat. There's apparently a British baking company that uses that. And they're like, she's the ambassador.
There you go. Oh my gosh, how funny. I like her outfit. It's cool.
I do too. I thought it was cool.
That reminds me of Star Wars, though. Obviously, Star Wars did not inspire them. They were inspired by the British monarchy, obviously.
Right.
But anyway, I think it's funny. So, so I'm glad you brought that up about her because I wanted to make sure that everyone knew why she was there because it's like, why is this random lady here? So, yeah, because she's the leader of the House of Commons, which, like you pointed out, was a demotion and supposed to shame her. And here she is leading the coronation. Hilarious.
And everyone's like, wow. I mean, it's like the tie between Peggy Mordaunt and Princess Anne.
So I didn't know that was going to be so loud. Sorry.
Okay. I'm not sure how this is recorded. Could you imagine standing for that entire ceremony with a massive sword? My arms would hurt. She probably had to
I was just thinking that how I've been part of a Catholic ceremony before where I had to carry the gift at a funeral or whatever. I don't even know what I was carrying, but I just remember having to walk down that like long aisle and I was sweating and I'm like, this is so important. And there she is, like carrying this heavy sword. Oh, I just couldn't imagine.
Well, and in a Russian Orthodox wedding, the best man and the maid of honor, they have to hold crowns over the bride and groom's head for like an hour. Like literally.
Oh, dude,
like this.
you'd have to be like working out, getting those deltoids ready. Okay, let's see what else we got going on. I'll fast forward. There's a lot of, here's the king. Oh, there he was. This is the archbishop, maybe? No, that's a king.
Oh, he has a different robe now. Okay. plate, cape, cloak, whatever. I don't know.
We laud and magnify thy glorious name evermore.
Good thing we didn't watch this live. I would have died of boredom.
Probably would have like put an earbud in, fall asleep, and then woken up. This is good stuff.
Right, so lots of singing and all of that.
So much
kind
music.
Of
I mean, I was looking through the list of orchestral pieces that were performed. It was humongous. I mean, 20 or here we
more.
go. Okay, this part, I was reading what was going into this, like what would happen. And I was like, from a Christian perspective, pledging your faith and loyalty to someone else seems a little bit sacrilegious.
It does, but this coming from somebody who did some weird stuff during our sorority. As being the person who made people do all the weird pledging stuff, we pledged some weird stuff. So
sounds like he's swearing like King Charles is a god, and he's not a god. I feel like we've just sunk back into Egyptian times, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I was reading about all of or wasn't reading, I was listening to some experts and even somebody who was on the Coronation committee, and about how all of the things that they say here are not necessarily the exact same words that have been said in every coronation going back to 1066, which did start at, was it Westminster?
Right. I don't know when that first coronation happened.
1060. I know it's 1066. Okay. I'm just clarifying that it's Westminster. Is where they all go at. Right? That's where they're at, right?
Yeah, but I mean, was Westminster Abbey there in 1066? I don't think so.
According to multiple experts I listened to this morning. Yeah.
Wow. Really
Isn't that crazy? Because I was like, what?
So
I don't
crazy.
know. So if we're wrong, we're Americans and we don't care. But feel free to comment corrections on here. Because I know YouTube trolls like to do that. YouTube is the #1 trolls of all the social media next to Twitter.
I thought that was Twitter. Okay, I'm not on either, so here we go.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, so that's been going on since 1066, and they said that a lot of the things, it's like the same ideas, but maybe not the same words, and a lot of it, some things are shortened down or to reflect new times or whatever. So I don't know who's ever said these exact words, but they are weird. I agree with you. And also that this is a Christian ceremony. But is that
Faith and truth I will bear unto you, as your liege man of life and limb. So help me God.
Are you reading that? Oh yeah.
No, I think he's totally had
it. No, he read it. There's cue cards.
Oh, he did. Okay, well,
they were official,
good for him.
Fancy cue cards.
Good for him.
So I was listening to the gossip dudes, some old gossipy men about the British royals, and they're like, "Look at the emotion in King Charles' eyes." And
okay, because Brits emote. What? This is new.
When they go like this,
I'm happy.
They emoted.
I'm sad.
Yeah. So anyway, okay. So that was a very interesting part. And then I do have a video, but this is where I'm not as organized, of the anointing, which is done in private. Oh. So while I look that up, would you mind talking about anything you know about it? Because I know very little.
Let's talk about it. I have to find my screen.
I may or may not have it. Oh, great. Here we go. Sorry if everything starts talking.
Okay, here we go. So you asked me to look up when the private anointing ceremony started. And you could go honestly way, way back, all the way to King David. Okay, because the interpretation is that this is a very personal, sacred moment between a king and God. Okay, it's God's anointed person to be king.
Ew, is that what that's about?
Well, yeah. So the private anointing, at least in England, began in the 10th century. The anointing with holy oil is the central act of the religious ceremony, and it takes place in private. The king will remove his crimson robe of state and sit in the coronation chair, made for King Edward in around 1300, and wear a simple white shirt represented.
So that's what's going on right here on the screen is that private anointing ceremony.
That is exactly what's happening. And that screen, so when Queen Elizabeth was crowned, she just had a simple like gold scarf or something that covered her head during the anointing. But this whole screen was commissioned and created specifically for King Charles' coronation. So maybe that's why they couldn't bring out crown jewels, because they had to use some of it to pay for the screen. I mean, there's a whole huge, like, I could go on and on about the screen and who created it and like the symbolism behind it. It's 56 and 56.
But here you see him stripping down, like you said, taking off all that royal garb. I think that they did it in private because they didn't really do it. I just me, just being silly. Okay, so then all this, everyone is forced to listen to more music as he does this back there.
Right.
And then he comes back out and he regarbs. Oh my gosh, this is so much pomp and circumstance. So I did want to go back to the whole pomp and circumstance and the fact that he was downscaling it, which is why there aren't tiaras and all that. But truly, in comparison to his mother's, it is downscaled, even in the amount of people. So hers was intended for 8,000 guests in a
wow.
For 6 months, Buckingham Palace was under construction, but his guest list was only 2,000 people. But also, I mean, there kind of has been like the fall of the British Empire since then. But they're still like this. He's still like the King of Canada. I don't know what's going on. So I still don't understand any of that, and it's so
they have so many territories, Monica. They have Canada, they have Australia, they have, I mean, I could look them up if friends really care.
They do, so they, so someone listed it, and I was like, okay. And then I was like, I don't care. All right, so then what happens after that is they get into this gold carriage, and this is not even the gold carriage. I think this might be the gold carriage they arrive in, but this is not the one they leave in. So
this is
I know you have information on that one, and I'm going to find it.
Okay, so I don't have any information on the gold carriage, but I do have information on the carriage that they are in that's pictured. And basically, hold on, I just pulled it up. Where did it go? Here it is. Per peoplemagazine.com, Queen Elizabeth's historic new carriage incorporates 1,000 years of British history. And I was like, wait, what? It's new? Because the picture you sent me, it's totally gold. But the picture that I see here, it's black and gold. So I was like, okay, well, this one, it is new because it was commissioned for Queen Elizabeth in 2012, and it took 10 years to build. And it has a lot of historic symbolism built right into it. It was actually made in Australia. It was made for the Queen's Golden Jubilee, celebrating 60 years, which I don't know why that's not 50 years, but maybe that's when it started. Who knows? Maybe they commissioned
it. Don't come to us for facts.
Yeah, no, maybe they commissioned it at her 50th and then it was done by the 60th, you know?
I don't know.
Who knows? But anyway, here are some special features. The historic coach made from relics of 1,000 years British history are door handles that contain 24 diamonds and 130 sapphires.
And that's on the black one?
Yeah. Hand-blown crystal lamps and handrails made from timber taken from Royal Yacht Britannica. Other objects incorporated on the carriage's design are connected to Charles Darwin, Sir Ernest Shackleton, and Robert Scott and Sir Edmund Hillary, along with medals taken from a musket ball from the Battle of Waterloo. I mean, you know, they could have just incorporated some American history into that because y'all know who won that war for them.
Yeah, you know, whatever. Well, look, there's the Queen wearing her hat. I mean, crown. Looks like a hat.
Glad it didn't fall on her face.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, how awful that would have been. Okay, so then they go get. So there's that's the golden carriage.
Hey, let me back up. Let me back up just 1 second because I didn't get to the part in the article. They took wood from not Johnny Appleseed's tree. Isaac
Better
Newton.
not be taking it from Johnny Appleseed's.
No, not Johnny Appleseed. Hold on. Oh, Isaac Newton's apple tree. And wood from the Tower of London. I'm like, how is that? What? A poor tree. I mean, come on. He discovered what? Gravity?
I don't know. I'm just going to think that maybe that wood from those trees or whatever were already like stacked and stored somewhere. It makes me feel better. But he's all about the environment. Oh, wait.
Yeah, okay. Let's move on. Sorry.
Let's move on from the carriage. The golden carriage, which I was like, it weighs 4 tons. 4 tons.
Like, so did they paint it with gold? That's insane.
I don't know why it weighs 4 tons, everybody, because
gold is
there's
heavy.
a lot to get to in this episode.
Gold is heavy.
But look at that thing. That's like put Cinderella to shame.
Well, so that's the first thing I thought of. I was like, well, obviously Cinderella was a pauper because hers would have been just silver.
Yeah, she really was a pauper. So up next is the part that I know we want to talk about because it's a little gossipy, and that is them going onto the balcony. So you see that scene right there of them going to the balcony?
I do.
Now let's talk about who was allowed onto the balcony.
Well, we already know it's only working royals, but what does that mean?
Okay, well, I have a whole segment here that we're going to go through. I actually did a good job of getting the clips ready for it.
Fantastic. Let's do it.
So here we go. Okay, so first things first, this is all of the royal. I don't have to make us a little bit smaller for the stinking royals. There we go. So if you see here, that is everybody that's on there. So I'm going to play a game with Monica. I played this same game with my friend who calls herself an Anglophile because she loves all this stuff so much. She was going to be a guest today, but she had to work. Do you need something, honey? Okay. She was going to be a guest. Just stop. I'm dressed up like obviously British royalty. Daughter's wondering what's going on over here. She's homesick. Okay. So, all right. So that's everybody that's on here. But we're going to play a game with Monica, who has forced me to do episodes. Just kidding. I've enjoyed all these. Now, Monica, can you name the people in this video? I mean, this picture. So they're numbered. So just if you see one, say the number and who they are.
Okay. Number 1, King Charles. Number 2, Queen Camilla. Number 4, Prince George. And I got nothing else for you. Nothing.
Okay.
I don't know any. Maybe number 10 is Camilla's sister.
Let's see.
Maybe.
No, but close. Okay. So that is so I have to give credit to Town and Country because they are the only source I could find who would give me the answer to this. And then they are also the ones who have offered this very nice numbered picture. And there's 3 of them that we'll go through. So yes, working royals, but this was a really interesting, number 10 is really interesting when you find out who it is. So, so number 3, Lord Oliver Cholmondeley.
Seriously, he's like 7.
And he is the son of David and the 7th Marquess and Rose Hanbury. Who are these people?
Got it.
Okay. Number 5 is Nicholas Barclay. So again, these are little pages. Ralph Talmock. That is King Charles's godson's son.
Okay.
And number 7 on here is Freddie Parker Bowles. So guess who that is? Grandson of Queen Camilla.
Oh, okay.
Parker
That's cool.
Number 8 in the little black getup is grandson of Queen Camilla also. And his name is Gus. Then number 9 is a grandnephew of Queen Camilla, and his name is Arthur.
Okay.
Then I'll go to number 11. That is another grandson of Queen Camilla. And then number 10, you said, is that her sister? It was not her sister, but it is a good friend, Lady Lansdowne. I do believe that's her good friend. And the reason that she is up there is because she is actually one of the ladies in waiting, ladies in attendance who walked in during the coronation.
Okay.
Because my friend, when I sent her this picture, is like, I thought you said it's only working royals, because it's really funny. Because I was like, because she's like, why isn't Prince Harry up there? And I was like, well, I thought you knew stuff anyway. So yes, honor. She does know stuff, but she had the same thought I did. Well, wouldn't his dad still put him up there? No, that's what an American would do, and they're British monarchy. They ain't putting you up there.
Hardcore.
Help you.
Aww.
Okay, so that's who's in this picture. So I figured that would be the hardest picture because there's a bunch of kids. Nobody knows who that is. Okay.
Nobody knows who they are.
But now
just give us 20 years.
Monica, who can you name on this one?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so number 18, Princess Anne, my new favorite.
Yes.
Sorry, Kate, gotta move over. 19, Princess Kate. 21, Prince William. 20, my favorite, Prince Louis.
He's so cute.
So adorable. And his little faces. Number 17, Princess Charlotte.
Yes.
And I don't know 12, 13, 14, or 15, or 16.
Okay, so number 12, Prince Edward, Duke of Edinburgh, who is King Charles's brother. I'm really shocked you didn't recognize him.
They do look similar. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he was real cute when he was young, real cute, much like how Prince William didn't age well. Okay. Number 13, James, Earl of Wessex, and he is the son of Prince Edward. Lady Louise, which is the daughter of Prince Edward. Then number 15, Sir Timothy Lawrence, who is Prince Anne's husband.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Number 16, Sophie, who is Prince Edward's wife. And then you got the rest correct. So, all righty.
I mean, I'm batting 50%.
Yeah, I mean, good job. I wouldn't have known hardly anybody. All right, so up next, we have this montage of people who, I don't know who these people are. I asked my friend, she was like, no, why are these people on here? I don't know who they are.
Oh,
she's like, I recognize nobody.
Well, I mean, the monarchy, just like every other society, is aging, right? I mean, how many people do we have in like national positions in the US that are over 85? Like way too many. Okay, I'm not going to name it.
Yeah,
so many.
Yeah, so this is where they put the elderly, I guess. I don't know. So in this picture, these are people you probably wouldn't have known anyway, even if they're young. I'm gonna be honest with you. So number 15 is not, in fact, a walking corpse. So sorry. That man, I can't imagine all it took to get him out there. But that's Prince Edward, Duke of Kent, and that is Queen Elizabeth's first cousin. So then we have number 9, I think we already said who he was on a different one, so he's not here. So we've got number 12, who is Annabelle Elliot, and that is Queen Camilla's sister. And while she's not technically a working royal, she was a lady in waiting.
Okay.
Yeah. So then we have Princess Alexandra is number 13, so the little old lady there. And that is Queen Elizabeth's first cousin. Number 14, not yet identified. We don't know who this mystery woman is.
Ooh, well, I mean, we have a mission for our followers.
Yeah,
find out who number 14
is. Comment. And you can also comment in Spotify, everybody. So we'll make sure that you can. Okay. Then number 15, I already said. Number 16, Brigitte, Duchess of Gloucester.
Mm-hmm.
Prince Richard's wife. Who the frick's Prince Richard? Oh, he's number 17. At first,
I mean, I'd hate to have her up there with someone who isn't her husband at this point.
With what?
With someone who isn't her husband at this point.
Yeah, that would be weird. Yeah, so that could have been Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, but it's not. They're not up there. Sorry, everybody.
Did you know that he was Prince Harry? He was extended a luncheon invitation to the luncheon after the ceremony,
Mhm.
and he declined it. He left his flight, commercial flight, supposedly, left 2 hours after the ceremony ended. He just
And
like
at that
popped
luncheon,
into.
his father toasted Archie and said happy birthday.
He's such a loser, Harry. Meghan too. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Not my,
I
like,
mean,
full
what?
opinion.
Yeah, oh, that's my opinion too. I just think it's all for naught. But you want your children to still have the title prince and princess. I mean,
Right.
get rid of it all then. That's really how you feel. It's because it's not how you feel. This is how you feel. See?
I
Do you
mean,
see how everybody's looking forward and then he's looking at something like, and he's
what
looking
is
at it
what or
sad.
who? Uh-huh. Maybe his
Yeah.
brother? I don't know. Who knows?
I don't know, but it's sad. I mean, he could have just been looking to the side, but I just
Why
thought
now?
that
Everyone else is like pretty much okay. There are other people looking in that direction, but most
there's
everyone is
one
looking
guy
down.
looking forward and kind of
Yeah.
up, but he
Uh-huh.
seems to be the only one wistfully looking like behind him almost.
Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah.
And there's Princess Anne with a feather in her cap.
Yankee Doodle Dandy.
It's so
I mean,
fun.
they were the original Yankees. So.
True.
Okay. So I thought what would be fun, especially because we're on video, Monica.
Oh, so fun.
Is to look at what people wore.
Oh yeah, for sure. I had so much fun going through this as I was feverish
so
in bed.
It
It was
moment
great.
to find these.
That golden carriage is insane though. Just have to.
Did I accidentally?
No, I hate when the tabs close.
No, let me just research for it. All right, King Charles coronation fashion. We should find some things. Look here.
Okay. So did
Okay,
you read anything about Katy Perry and some like confrontation that's gone viral?
No, tell me about it.
Well, I didn't really read the article, but Katy Perry addresses confusion at King Charles' coronation after going viral. Apparently she appeared confused as to where exactly she was sitting during the coronation. And so she was seen like shuffling up and down crowded aisles of Westminster Abbey, attempting to find her seat. Okay, I mean, and then people are just making fun of her. Meanwhile, Katy Perry's still wandering around trying to find her seat. I mean, that's kind of funny. I'm sure we're going to get to the musical performances.
Harry made a blink and you'll miss it appearance at the coronation.
Yeah, blink and you'll miss it.
I had all this fashion stuff saved, and now I cannot.
I know, computer. Here, I will do my little bit. Because I did.
Just play. We can play Prince Louis doing all his little stuff that he did. He's so cute.
He's adorable. He's doing the wave.
Mm-hmm. He's in his. And then Princess Kate's like, okay.
I mean, I'm so glad that King Charles didn't seem like a miser, because like if you were watching when they were on the balcony, he was talking to the pages, he was talking with George, you know, he was interacting with them. He wasn't telling them to stand stiffly and just not be emotive. He was, you know, he was joking around with them. He was smiling. He looked relaxed and confident. And I loved that.
Oh, I found him. Here we go.
Meanwhile, I'm still looking for the article that I found.
Okay, here's
from the wives of former prime ministers to a British sick.
All right, so here they are. Here's all the outfits. We can comment on them. I don't know who these people are. I don't want that lady talking over me. That's what Katy Perry wore.
Okay, I saw that. And when I initially saw her, I could not recognize who it was. I mean, fine, whatever. It's a little. I mean, she looks like she belongs in Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah. It's very noticeable what she wore.
Yes.
and pearls with a crown. Like, you ain't no royalty.
Oh, wait. Pause just for a second. So, I just went on that cruise, right? And
Yeah.
oh my gosh, now I'm gonna forget her name. There's a famous designer. Vivian. Anyway, she's a famous designer. She's English. And I was looking at all of her jewelry and stuff. And I commented, because I thought she just did shoes. Okay. But she does a bunch of things. She does jewelry, handbags, glasses, the whole 9 yards. And I commented to the sales lady, I'm like, is she obsessed with UFOs? She's like, no, no. Because all the little things looked like UFOs to me. No, it's basically, so she's wearing this famous designer, and it's the orb, right? The orb that is given to the king. There's an orb and a circle. And it's
Okay.
okay. So that is this designer's like symbol. She's incorporated the orb and the sphere, like the rings of Saturn, but it's the royal orb with a cross and the sphere. And eventually I will find the designer. But that's who Katy Perry's wearing, the necklace.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So here I am wearing an evening gown, and it's not an evening gown kind of morning. And you're cosplaying. One thing that stuck out at me, and I'm sure everyone changed, but they look like they're just going through a really nice Easter service.
Yeah, but that's what they told him to wear.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, I would have been like formal.
I know a lot of the Brits were also upset because they just wanted to see fancy schmancies going on. I don't blame them.
Okay, the last one happened 70 years ago. Just lay it all out there, people.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
I'm
so
gonna find
that
my
was
link
a really bad video. As is this one, because we've already seen all this. Oh wait, here we go.
Ah, here it is. Okay, I found it. Oh, so cute. Oh, and did you know that Jill Biden took her granddaughter? I mean, talk about a lucky duck.
Yeah. Yeah, Katy Perry looks awful in comparison to everybody else. And also, like, Taylor, this is like the buttons are popping. There's Jill Biden.
This looks awful too. Sorry.
What is going on?
Oh, what?
I feel like that would get. Oh, she's singing though. She's singing. That's different.
Okay.
Because that would get in the way of other people singing. But yeah, she can wear that. I think that's
okay. Fine. So here's what I have. As I was Googling on my phone, and that's basically where I keep everything. One thing that shocked me is how many monarchies still exist globally. Okay.
Yeah.
So first of all, we have Prince Albert and Princess Charlene of Monaco. Love Monaco. And she looked great. She was wearing cream. She had like this cape thing over one shoulder, and she had like a nice simple hat. And he's wearing military garb, which is totally appropriate. King Philip and Queen Letizia of Spain. She looks stunning. She's wearing this like poppy pink, or like peony pink. Like, think of a really bright peony, and it's that color pink. And then she's got this awesome hat, and he looks spectacular in his military wear. And I did not know Spain still had a monarchy. Just gonna throw that out there as I need some help.
Here's what they wore.
Don't you think she looks amazing?
Oh shoot.
Like, I love the little ruffle at the hem. I love the shoes.
I do. I think that he's good looking. That's weird.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're both a stunning, stunning couple. So then we have, I'm gonna keep going. Okay, we have the King and Queen of Jordan. They're fine. We're just gonna move on. King William Alexander of the Netherlands and Queen Maxima, and their outfits are just fine. So it's whatever. Carl Gustav the 16th of Sweden and Crown Princess Victoria. I liked her outfit. I think it was a little too understated, but I love the royal blue.
Who is this? We got to give me a chance so people can. We're on video.
No, I know. Just, I'm just.
Okay, so here's the William and Alexander.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Oh,
okay, right?
is it popping over to the right? You can see it, but there we
I
go.
can see it.
Okay. It's just everyone else can. Okay. Yeah, so that's okay. Yeah. Alrighty. So then who did you just say that you were loving?
So it's the King of Sweden and Crown Princess Victoria. And so basically, I don't think he's married. It's got to be his daughter because he's clearly older.
Is it this?
Yes.
That's lame. Okay.
Yeah, no, I mean,
next.
again, it's like, okay, you.
Next.
So the next one I have Crown Prince Haakon and Crown Princess Mette Marit of Norway. Okay, so Norway, yeah, no, just, I'm just gonna know that all day long.
No, this.
Yeah, no, that's a no.
Ooh, her legs are like the same color as a dress. I feel you, woman. I feel you. So
I mean,
am I
that's
right
taking
now.
monochromatic dress to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to Denmark next, Monica.
Okay.
Crown Prince Frederick of Denmark and Crown Princess Mary.
Okay.
So I wonder why the King and Queen of Denmark didn't go. Yeah. I mean, she looks regal, but again, I mean, all this stuff seems really understated.
Yeah, well, it's because they said to wear
I
business.
I know.
I don't know.
Look,
That's not what they said, but
when I'm crowned queen, this will not be the occasion to dress like you're going to Easter service. Okay. Okay. So now we're coming into the EU. The King Philip of Belgium and Queen Mathilde.
So there's lots of monarchies still.
Oh, so many. I was floored. Okay, so we're getting to some of the good ones. And I really loved one outfit in particular, which I will mention when we come to it. So we've got the Grand Duke of Luxembourg and Grand Duchess Maria Theresa of Luxembourg. Tiny country. Yeah, no, still gonna give that a pass.
What is this? Is this what they're wearing?
So what is it with monochromatic outfits? Like everything.
Hillary Clinton come style half these people? I mean, what's going on over here? Stop
Chelsea, someone called wants their wardrobe back. At least her shoes don't match the same outfit. I don't know. That's all I'm giving that one. Okay. Oh, this one's cool. King, I don't know how to pronounce his name at all, but they are King and Queen of Bhutan, and they are wearing traditional.
Will you spell it for me?
Bhutan.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. And it looks like they're wearing traditional attire. And oh, look, she's got awesome heels with her outfit. I mean, I totally respect this 100%. And look at his shoes. Like, he's got great shoes on.
Well, I might be able to look at that, but you have 1,800 things.
Oh, Thailand. I love them. Okay, look up King and Queen of Thailand. If I hadn't been sick, all of this would be linked, friends. Okay, so bear with us. It's an experiment. Experiment in illness and podcasting and all of that.
Are you talking?
Yeah, I am. Okay. You see them?
I don't see what they're wearing unless they're wearing, what are they wearing?
Oh no, you had it. Go back one. Go back.
Oh, that's because I'm in Bing.
It's the first image. I mean, they look stunning. He's got all of his military stuff on, and she's got this very fitted, like, don't they look stunning?
Oh, I like that a lot.
I love it. I love how the yellow pops on the blue, and it's so fitted, and
I like that.
So regal.
That's good stuff.
So regal. And look at those earrings. Oh my gosh. And her hair is amazing. Okay, so here we go. I'm going. We're next, Monica.
Okay.
Crown Prince Frederick of Denmark and Crown Princess Mary.
Okay.
So I wonder why the King and Queen of Denmark didn't go. Yeah. I mean, she looks regal, but again, I mean, all this stuff seems really understated.
Yeah, well, it's because they said to wear business.
I know.
I don't know. Look, that's not what they said, but
when I'm crowned queen, this will not be the occasion to dress like you're going to Easter service. Okay. Okay. So now we're coming into the EU. The King Philip of Belgium and Queen Mathilde.
So there's lots of monarchies still.
Oh, so many. I was floored. Okay, so we're getting to some of the good ones. And I really loved one outfit in particular, which I will mention when we come to it. So we've got the Grand Duke of Luxembourg and Grand Duchess Maria Theresa of Luxembourg. Tiny country. Yeah, no, still gonna give that a pass.
What is this? Is this what they're wearing?
So what is it with monochromatic outfits? Like
Did
everything.
Hillary Clinton come style hack these people? I mean, what's going on over here? Stop
Chelsea, someone called, wants their wardrobe back. At least her shoes don't match the same outfit. I don't know. That's all I'm giving that one. Okay. Oh, this one's cool. King, I don't know how to pronounce his name at all, but they are king and queen of Bhutan, and they are wearing traditional.
Will you spell it for me?
Bhutan.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. And it looks like they're wearing traditional attire. And oh, look, she's got awesome heels with her outfit. I mean, I totally respect this 100%. And look at his shoes. Like, he's got great shoes on.
Well, I might be able to look at that, but you have 1,800 things.
Oh, Thailand. I love them. Okay, look up King and Queen of Thailand. If I hadn't been sick, all of this would be linked, friends. Okay, so bear with us. It's an experiment. Experiment in illness and podcasting and all of that.
Are you talking?
Yeah, I am. Okay. You see them?
I don't see what they're wearing unless they're wearing, what are they wearing?
Oh no, you had it. Go back one. Go back.
Oh, that's because I'm in Bing.
It's the first image. I mean, they look stunning. He's got all of his military stuff on, and she's got this very fitted, like, don't they look stunning?
Oh, I like that a lot.
I love it. I love how the yellow pops on the blue, and it's so fitted, and
I like that.
So regal.
That's good stuff.
So regal. And look at those earrings. Oh my gosh. And her hair's amazing. Okay, so here we go. I'm going. So anyway, to round it out, friends, I am floored by how many monarchs still exist in the world. Monica, there's still hope for me. Oh, wait, no, I'm married. Never mind.
Excuse, I was like, does Paul know? Does Paul know about this? Oh my gosh, so funny. Okay, so for anyone who's wondering, the coronation did not make King Charles king. He became king upon his mother's death. This is just a ceremony. So it's actually unnecessary.
They could have, to save money, they could have canceled the whole thing.
That's right.
Like, hey, we're just gonna wear our crown jewels at home and have tea.
Yeah, but they decided. Do you know how much money it costs? Because I could not find like any of that. You know what I mean?
They probably the tally's probably not out yet. I'm gonna say.
Do you think it costs as much as a wedding?
I'm gonna say more, because here you are talking about the monarch of the country. So when we talked about the weddings before, the bulk of the cost went toward security. So, I mean, they had Apache helicopters flying over. They did like I want to say it was 9 jets fly over. You're talking insane security because he's the ruling monarch, right? And you have all of them in one spot. So if someone wanted to do something diabolical, like, blow up a train underneath, not that any movie's ever done that.
I know, right? I know. Yeah. So there we go. That is, I will have to say I am personally disappointed in the fashion.
Me too.
We did not have a lot
But
to
you
chat
know what
about.
fashion I bet was really good? The after party.
Oh yeah. Okay. Do you want me to look that up? Concert?
We can look that up. I do have something that has been gnawing at me since I know the two headliners. It was Katy Perry and Lionel Richie. I'm like, okay, so you're crowning the King of England, right? It's a monarchy that's like spanned thousands of years. You have a lot of talent. The Beatles, the Rolling Stones,
Yeah.
Elton John. And you pick Katy Perry and Lionel Richie, two American.
It is bizarre.
I think it's bizarre. It did not resonate with me. I love Lionel Richie. I love his songs. Katy Perry, yeah, she's whatever. But
why wouldn't you pick somebody from the UK?
Right? It's like it hasn't happened in 70 years, and you pick two American artists. I just think that's wrong on so many levels.
Yeah.
It could have been Ed Sheeran, for crying out loud, except his wife now has cancer. So
I didn't realize that that was what happened. Here's some pictures from it. Here's what Katy Perry wore.
Still awful.
Oh, I think it reminds me of a Barbie doll. Like,
okay. Yeah, so I think what people wore for the party, even the luncheon maybe would have, I mean, I can imagine people changing 3 or 4 times throughout the day for something like this. I think some of those outfits were probably worth seeing. However, I'm pretty sure they took everyone's cell phone, put it in a bin, and then redistributed.
I was looking at the concert and I just sent you a photo. I was really shocked because it looked like one of the, like, what were those called? The Pussycat Girls? What were those? What is that what they were called? Pussycat Dolls? Is that what they were?
Yeah.
Like the lead singer of that, was she British? Hey, they could have the Spice Girls up there.
They could have, I mean, Victoria Beckham. She's an icon. Yeah. So many options. So many options.
Yeah, and their performance for it was really cool, actually. So, in conclusion, I did think that we
I thought that said Nicole Schwarzenegger, but it's Nicole Scherzinger.
Yes.
Nicole Scherzinger. Okay.
Yeah, she was there. There were some other performers, I guess. So I don't know.
I'm sure it was a whole event that we're not privy to because it's private.
So now we're gonna spill some tea.
Oh, let's get into it.
Okay,
I have just a little left.
We each have a piece. So my piece is that, I didn't know this, is that King and Queen Charles, King Charles and Queen Camilla have a son. Did you know that?
No. He's commissioning a DNA report. Yes, and he's worried that Prince William will fight it.
Yeah.
Yes, I did read that.
So yeah, maybe we'll spill some gossip on that another time, whenever as it develops, or if anybody tells us they want us to do an episode on it and illegitimate children and affairs in the royal family.
It's like the British version of Woody Harrelson possibly being a half brother to Matthew McConaughey. You haven't heard that one? Oh my God. No, it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah. No. Wait, no, is there truth to that?
Yes.
Well, I've always thought that looks like. Okay, so maybe this is an episode in the making for the future. But I know that we're going to take a break from the royals. But before we take a break from the royals, Monica, please tell us your little bit of tea that you've heard recently.
Well, so as I was perusing through Google today, now that I've done so many searches on the royals, like that's all that pops up. But my favorite one today, I'm going to pull it up. The headline just reads, it's from OK Magazine, friends. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle headed for divorce. Duchess's estranged sister believes. I've seen signs. I mean, okay, they're estranged. What kind of signs could you have seen?
That sister that yeah. I mean, I think we've all seen signs.
I take that with a little teeny grain of salt because Harry is like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs about Meghan and will do literally anything she says, including bash his own family.
Yeah. So when she's done is when they'll divorce, not when he's done. It'll be on her. So I don't know.
Oh, for sure. Just like her first marriage, right?
Yeah, that no one even knows or talks about. Okay, well, Monica had a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun with this whole entire series that we've done on the royals.
Me
It's
too.
been gossipy. There's been a little history to it too, especially if you go back to the princess episode, which is the one that precedes this. But I am excited to move on to new things, and maybe we'll also do some more video versions of our podcast. You know, but it did take me like an hour and a half, and I was sweaty before I got here to get ready.
It's so much extra work.
It's
as
extra
opposed
work.
to just sitting in my Peg Bundy robe on my bed, recording what we've laid out.
Usually whenever we're recording, I look homeless. Because like, and especially now that it's getting warmer,
It's called unhoused.
I have to have this on me. I'm doing this because I sweat so bad when we do these podcasts.
I almost put like a fur thing over my shoulders because I was chilly earlier, but now that you mention it, I'm actually kind of warm. That's why I look so dewy.
Yeah, well, I thought that Kate Middleton, it's not Middleton, but Princess Kate looked dewy too. So I thought the sweat worked well for us.
It does. It does. Well, friends, if you want more episodes of Two Monicas and a Microphone, you can follow us at Two Monicas Podcast with the number 2.com. And, follow our YouTube channel, like us on Instagram. You can find us wherever you find your favorite podcast. And don't forget to share us with a friend if you enjoyed this episode as much as we enjoyed putting on lots of makeup in the very early morning and recording it for you.
Yes. All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, that was good.